Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to BS2 PCG Tech Portrait. This is your boy Mark Iyong, and for this morning we're going to try to discuss to you another new deck from FHP BS2 PCG Philippines. And this is one of my favorite decks that we have created, and this is called the Mayor Dimension. Okay, so let's try to open this deck up. Okay, so what do we have here? We have for Mayor Dimension, we have for our main character, of course, the ever lovable Mayor Wilkins. He's a level 1, of course, from the Forces of Evil. He's just a 0-1 character with 1 health, but his keyword power and what you might call impervious. Okay, the mayor cannot be wounded, so this power can't be turned off. Okay, so although he's 0-1 and with 1 health, as long as his keyword power and what you might call impervious is in effect, and take note, it cannot be turned off, then the mayor cannot be wounded, so he'll just take attacks, get stunned, but he can really be wounded. Okay, so for his level up requirement, we need 5, and it's called Ascension. And at the start of your main phase, the mayor gains an XP. So with this main character, and of course with this deck, you don't really need to do anything. You will just keep on getting that XP. Okay, even let's say he gets stunned during an opponent's turn, since your XP gaining effect will begin at the start of your main phase. So maybe if let's say if he gets net launcher, but then the XP will really go on until the 5th turn. What I really like about this cat is when he levels up, because when he levels up, then now he becomes a 30-30 gigantic monster, still with 1 health, and he gains, okay, the all Vulcan, which is during the main phase. You can pay 2 superpower, 2 power symbols for his superpower, 1 blue and 1 green, and you get to KO any supporting character in play. Okay, so he's a 30-30, but then he now becomes vulnerable to a single attack that can get him stunned, because you have to understand he only has 1 health. Okay, so later on we'll discuss in the deck the various ways of how we can help protect the mayor from getting stunned and KO'd, and of course for you from losing the game. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to the main deck itself. Okay, for your first set of 1-drops, okay, you have 4 copies of Dawn. Dawn is here because in effect, she's not part of your deck, so she's not included in the 60 card deck limit. She starts the game because in a separate pile on the side of your deck. It's because of her keyword power, the key. So to discuss her further, Dawn is a 1-drop at 0-1, okay, with 1 health, and her first keyword power is the key. So this card starts the game in your key pile. So it's like 4 of them are here, okay, and she's available every time, okay, or anytime, but as long as you have a Buffy character in play. She's made from Buffy's essence. So while Buffy is on your side, you may recruit Dawn from your key pile. But what she's important here is, of course, because of her 3rd keyword power, Dawn's in trouble, must be Tuesday. So as an enemy player makes first attack each turn, okay, they must choose Dawn as the defender if able. So it's just like a decoy wherein if they get to attack the first time each turn, so if the mayor is here and the Dawn is in play, then of course you get to attack Dawn first. So that's spending one crucial attack on this character and not your main character. So this is for Dawn. The next set of characters, okay, are 4 copies of Prohide. Okay, so Prohide is very much more like the engine here. So he's a 1-drop character from the X-Files or from the engine, the Bureau. So he's a 1-3 with 1 health. And his first keyword power, the Lone Gunman. So you can also power up this character with Byers and Langley. So it's like when you have Prohide in play and you have, let's say, a Langley in play, then you can power up Langley with Prohide. And the good thing about this is whatever is the other keyword power of the other character, okay, they get to have an effect. So in the case of Prohide, his next keyword power is photography. So when this character gets powered up or powers up Byers or Langley, draw a card. So let's say if you have a Langley again in play in your hand and you get to power up Prohide with Langley, so automatically, okay, he gets the keyword power to take effect. So you draw a card. Then Langley, okay, so I'll explain in advance. It's a 2-drop, also from the Bureau, a 1/4 character with 1 health. He's also a Lone Gunman, so you can also power up this character with Byers and Prohide. And his second keyword power is computers. So when this character gets powered up by or he powers up Byers or Prohide, you choose an enemy player to discard a random card. So this is what happens here now. You power up Prohide with Langley, you get to draw a card, you replenish this one, and with this computer's keyword power, okay, your opponent gets to discard a random card. So very powerful combo. So this is how the entire mirror dimension actually engine works. Okay, so we'll try to put Prohide here. So again, there are 4 copies of Langley so that you can effect the Prohide Langley or the Lone Gunman combo. Okay. Okay. So I'll skip the other two drops first so that we can discuss the third part of the trio, and that is of course Byers. Okay. So for this particular deck, you also have 4 copies of Byers. So to explain further, Byers is 3-drop, 1/5, also from the Bureau with 1 health. He's also the Lone Gunman, so you can also power up, okay, Prohide and Langley with this card. And his keyword power is science. So when this character gets powered up or powers up Prohide or Langley, put a -1/-1 counter on enemy character. So again, with this particular card or character can actually power up each or the other with any one of them. Okay, so you can power up Prohide with Langley, or you can power up Prohide with Byers. So that in that case, you get to draw a card and you put the -1/-1 counters on enemy sporting character, any character, main or sporting character. Or you can have Langley in play, and you can power up him with Prohide or power him up with Byers. But normally, I prefer to have the Prohide as a mulligan during the first turn. Okay, so very much powerful enough if you are able to draw a card and you are able to put a -1/-1 counter on an opponent, or if he gets to discard a random card. So you can actually win this play. The other part of the combo of this engine of the engine of this deck is, or are 4 copies of Cordelia. Cordelia is a 2-drop 3/3 with 1 health. Okay, and she is from the Scooby's God team. Okay, from Buffy's team. And what makes her very good in this deck is this is all about me. So when another character on your side gets power up, put 3+1+1 counters on Cordelia. So remember, you already have a powering up engine from Pro High, Langley, and Byers. So once you're able to put a Pro High in play and you're able to put Cordelia in play, and you get to power up Pro High with Langley, for example, then you get to draw a card. Your opponent gets to discard a random card, and you put 3+1+1 counters on Cordelia. That makes her already a 6/6. If you are able to draw or have another lone gunman card in play, then Cordelia can get another +3/+3 counters. So that makes her a whopping 9/9, most especially on the second turn. Okay. So the other set of 2 drops are 4 copies of Albert Tanner. So Albert Tanner is a 2-drop from the Monster of the Week team. He's a 3/2 with 3 health, so very durable. And he has regeneration. So at the start of your turn, heal a wound from Tanner. So once he gets to get wounded and you're able to protect him during the next turn, he gets to regenerate. And you have something I need. So during the main phase, you may pay 1 power symbol and remove each -1/-1 counter from a character. If you remove at least 1 counter this way, you get to heal a wound from Tanner. So very powerful. And most especially, you need Tanner here because you need to play combo piece of the Mirror Dimension deck flat with which I will explain later. Let's place it here. And we also have 4 copies of the Gentleman. The Gentleman is a 3-drop from the Forces of Evil team. He's a 6/5 with 1 health, and his main keyword power is Hush, so players can talk. The player talks, smile briefly at him and wave your finger at them. So no talking. So those powers that are take effect verbally, like the Nullifier or Gilgamesh, won't be activated once the Gentleman is in play. So again, he has also 6/5 stats, so very big for a 3-drop. So I place 4 copies of him there. So going to the 4th drop, we have 4 copies of Golem. So Golem is a 4-cost 4/4 Monster of the Week supporting character with 2 health. So that's Swarm, and you can have any number of this character on your side. This power can't be turned off. So you can have 4 copies at least of Golem in play, and he also has Bulletproof. So characters with range can strike the Golem, so even in melee combat. And what's good about him is, of course, he has Emmet. So once he is face up during the side of the board, you cannot lose the game. So very much good, even if your main character gets stunned or KO'd. Your last set of 4 drops are 4 copies of Luke, and he's from the Forces of Evil. So he's a 4/6 character with 1 health, and he has his first keyword power is Vampire. So when Luke KOs a defending character in melee combat and survives, put a Vitality counter on him. So his main superpower is the Vessel. So during the main phase, you may put a blue power. You may pay a blue power symbol. If Luke would gain a Vitality counter from his Vampire power during the next attack this turn, you may put Okay, you may put it on an evil main character on your side instead. So combo here is of course get attack with loop. You pay first the blue power symbol, and once it succeeds, he doesn't get stunned. You may transfer the vitality counter on your major weapons. So that in effect will give him an additional 1 health. So that will keep him alive and safe. Okay, next. Okay, you have Puppy. He's a 5 drop. Okay, and he's a 5/5 with 3 health. And she's a Slayer. So while Buffy is melee attacking, okay, if she wounds an evil supporting character, you may, okay, remove it from the game. So good for attacking those other evil characters. So her main superpower is buff. So at any combat, okay, you may pay any power symbol, put a +1/+1 counter on Puppy, and she may use this power any number of times each turn. Okay. Next, we have Groot. So he's a 6 drop at 7/7. He's from the Heroes team, MCU Heroes, and he has 3 health. And we are Groot. If another character on your side would get wounded, you may wound Groot instead. The good thing about Groot here is, of course, you can combo him with your Mayor Wilkins. If Mayor Wilkins on the level up turn gets stunned and may get wounded, you may transfer the wound instead to Groot. And finally, we have 2 copies of Odin. Okay, your biggest character in the deck is an 8. Of course, besides the Mayor, is an 8 drop, 11/11 with 3 health. And his main keyword power is you are unworthy of your title. Each enemy main character's base attack defense is a 1/1. Okay, good enough to paralyze those huge main characters during the late game. Okay, so going to the plot twist, you have 4 copies by need your help. So this is from the viewer, so you have to have one of the viewer characters in play. So during the main phase, search your deck for cards, shuffle your deck, then put that card on top, okay, of your deck. So good to search that parallel dimension. Okay, so our next set of plot twists are the Lone Gunman newsletter. So during a combat phase, put a +1/+1 counter on the character on your side in the combat. This combat, the next time any character uses a superpower or any player plays a plot twist, you may get to cancel it. Okay, and you also have 4 copies of the solution spell. So since you are playing several Scooby's character, so the solution spell during any combat, based on enemy attacker in combat. So also good to protect your Mayor Wilkins. And of course, for Cordelia. And you have 2 sets of one-of-kind plot twist. Of course, the Doctor's Fall. So it's a one-of-kind, so you may only have one of these cards in your deck. So during the build phase, put a character or equipment from the KO pad into your hand. So good to bring back any one of those Lone Gunmen. And of course, the main combo piece of this deck is the Parallel Dimension. It's also one of a kind. In your build phase, put this card on the side as a 0/1 duplicate of your main character with 1 card. So this particular combo piece is what makes Mirror Dimension very deadly. So you get to play this once you have Golem or an Albert Timer in play, and you get to copy your Mirror Wilkins. Okay? And going after last sets, we have our locations. So you have 4 copies of the Fortress, good for powers, to activate the powers of Mirror Wilkin. And you have 4 copies also of Laboratory. Okay, used to power up Luke and Mirror Wilkins. And of course, you have 4 copies of the Hellmouth. Okay, so I have already explained most of the combo of this deck. Okay, so thank you very much, and we'd like to thank Mr. Benjamin Rosen of the BS2BC Collective and the Build Phase, and also to Mr. Joe Kelly, and also to Port Shabby Place for helping us during our weekly events. So thank you very much everyone, and hope to see you again on our next deck tech discussion here at BS2TCG Tech Forger. Again guys, have a good day.